to Seasoned on Purpose. Listen, we're getting ready to get right into it. Yeah, step-by-step instruction today, guys, on delicious garlic butter mushrooms with peppers and onions. Stay tuned because it's coming right up. So good. Get your rice ready or get your cauliflower rice ready. We're gonna have some fun. Are the star of the show. Absolutely. The white mushrooms are very similar in texture as the portobello mushrooms, very hearty as a meat substitute as well. So we're going to cook these along with our other members of the show. So we have our orange, yellow, red peppers. You can use green peppers as well. I choose to use these colorful peppers. The green peppers has its own taste. The green pepper has a more bitter taste, but it's also flavorful if that's what you choose. I choose to go this route. White onions are the best in my opinion. White onions are very flavorful. They have a nice sweet taste to it. Plus, the wonderful thing about white onions is that it does not make your eyes tear. Fun fact. All right, so let's just start cutting. I like to cut the edge right here of the onion off just so that when I slice them, when I start slicing them, either way I slice them, it'll just fall apart. If I keep this part together, then it's a gathering, so it'll keep the onions together, and I don't want that. I want them to come apart. They don't need to be too small because the mushrooms aren't small, right? So I want everything to be in the same formation as the mushrooms, and they're going to be big. This is about a pound of white mushrooms, the whole white mushrooms. I'm not going to cut them up. I'm going to cook them just like this. And so I have 1.5 large white onions, and I have 2.5 peppers. And the only reason why I don't have a whole pepper here is because I ate half of the pepper for my breakfast. So I had an omelet with peppers and the onions and also kale. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to make that, an omelet and kale and onions. Oh my, so good. Now, if you noticed, these mushrooms are dry. I've already rinsed them. Best way to clean mushrooms, and you fill it with water and you let it soak. You also want to put in some lemon juice. Lemon juice is such a cleanser for our food. And so I put some lemon juice in there. The mushrooms soak in cold water for about maybe 10 minutes or whatever. And then I rinsed them off, and they were clean. I didn't need to rinse them again. If you find that you rinse them and there's still dirt in the crevices or what have you of the mushroom, then just do the procedure over again. But it will release its own water, and so I didn't want any extra water to be on my mushroom. So there you have it. Let's turn our heat all the way up to high. Let's start with a tablespoon of olive oil. Meanwhile, I have about 4 cloves of garlic here. I want to begin to, now this is, if you don't know me by now, you know that I freeze a lot of my vegetables, whatever I can freeze, meats, what have you. And so I purchased about, maybe a full container of shelled garlic. And so I just freeze them and I take them out when I need them. This is almost thawed out now, so just go ahead and slice that up while you're waiting for your pan to get hot. I'm gonna put my mushrooms in there. Yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna put them all in there. That's right. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna put a little bit more of oil in there. Now move it around a little bit. Now we're just going to let these mushrooms do its thing. We're just going to let it cook down a little bit. If you noticed, I did not add any water into the mushrooms. I might add some later on, but nothing right now. I'm I'm going to go ahead and start to season it though. This is about a tablespoon of garlic pepper. This is vegetable blend. It has a wonderful array of various spices that I just love. Smoked paprika, you don't have to necessarily because not everyone wants that spicy heat paprika taste, but I love it. So this is my bowl. This is my dish. And it's for us. Not a lot though. I didn't put a lot in there. And now I'm just going to allow this, I'll swish it around a little bit, but I'm really going to allow it to just cook down because this will cook down. It's going to be a lovely dish. I'll add just a tiny bit of water, maybe like a tablespoon of water. That's it. Now I don't want my mushrooms to marinate too much, but I do want to give it an opportunity to cook and cook through, at least to steam every aspect of all of the mushrooms. That's why I put a top on it. Actually, a skillet would be best, but the skillet that I have is not as large as I want it to be. So this is the next best thing. Look, when you're cooking and you don't have everything you want, you make do with what you have and you make it your best meal. That's all I can tell you about cooking. And like I said before, cooking is experimental. We're going to see if it works. If it doesn't work, you'll know it. All right, let me just see what it looks like. Oh yeah, see? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, see how it cooked down already? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I'm going to make a little bit of a hole right there in the middle. And I'm going to put in maybe like a tablespoon of butter right there in the middle. I'm going to add my garlic in here. Put that right in there. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. Now it's a good time to add my other vegetables. Here are my peppers and my onions. Yes, now's a good time to add them. Oh yes, oh my gosh. See how I was talking about, where's my knife? See how I was talking about when I didn't get all of that, the edge of the onion right there, and see how it just kind of sticks together? I don't want that. So that's why I try to cut the edge off the onion as much as possible. I missed one. And the other side of this onion. That way, when I cut it, it'll just flow freeform, which is what I want. Now just mix this through. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, this dish is going to be delicious. Now the peppers and the onions will cook down and you're going to have this delicious meal. Garlic buttered mushrooms with peppers and onions. Wow, yes. Now I'm going to add maybe about a teaspoon of white wine. I'm going to use some lemon zest. This smells delicious. Yes, indeedy. That delicious lemon zest and a little bit of orange zest as well. I'm actually going to cut this lemon because I want some of the lemon juice in it. Yes. Now I want to taste it because I want to make sure that all of my seasonings in there are exactly as I want them to be. I'm going to add another tablespoon of butter. Oh yes. Oh, doesn't that look colorful? A simple yet delicious, hearty meal. Now, if you'd like, you can serve this over rice. If you'd like, You could serve this over cauliflower rice. This dish right here, this dish is either a dish in itself or it's a side, however way you want to do it. Perfect meal by itself. And oh, with these mushrooms, very flavorful and very filling. Yes, indeed. Now, let me taste this. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is delicious. This isn't a meal when it's within itself. Look at that. Oh yes. Oh my word, yes. Look at that. This is it, guys. Garlic, butter, mushrooms with peppers and onions. Oh my. Here we are, guys. We're ready. I happen to have my own steak here for dinner, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about this right here. And I just wanted to add a little bit more au jus from the delicious garlic butter sauce that I have in here. Look at that. Can you see that? And all of that delicious juice. Well, I want to add a little bit more here so it'll be a little bit more succulent. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah, look at that. It's going to be just delicious. Now, this is just an idea, right, of what you can dress and have on your plate. You can have fish, a piece of steak like this. You can have chicken. Look at my recipes. I've made different types of air fried chicken or even Mongolian beef I have there with a side of this delicious garlic butter mushroom with peppers and onions, or air fried chicken, or so many different. Just check it out on my channel, and you can have so many different dishes to accompany. Or guess what? You can have this all by itself. It's a meal, absolutely. Oh, and I wanted to show you right here. See this? This is cauliflower rice. It's not rice that has all of the starches and such. This is cauliflower rice. Now this is my dish. My husband's dish, it's going to be rice. I wanted to share with you that if you're interested in me preparing more dishes with a person who has diabetes in mind, let me know. Like myself, I do have it. I am contracted with diabetes, and so I'm careful with what I eat. Also, my audience of one does not have it, thank the Lord, but then I have to get to cater to him as well. So, and you know, I don't know if you know or not, but my husband, my audience of one, baby, he's not gonna eat this cauliflower rice. So, yeah, so I have to fix it myself and for myself. And I don't mind, I love cauliflower rice. Okay, so I'm gonna taste this for you. Yeah, I'm gonna taste this delicious dish for you. I know it's succulent. Yeah, I'm gonna have a delicious mushroom and a pepper with it and some cauliflower rice. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is a must try. The mushrooms, the flavoring, the butter garlic, the flavoring of these mushrooms, and the size of them. And it's not, you know, the size of the mushroom. And you know, these mushrooms, they're not hard, they're very succulent. And so when you have this mushroom and you take a bite of it, oh, it's a burst of flavor that comes in your mouth, along with the seasonings and such that I prepared with it. This is a must try. So anyway, guys, I'm so glad you tuned in to Seasoned on Purpose. Thank you. So like and comment and subscribe. I want to hear from you. And also, you know what to do, right? I think you do. You make it your opportunity to make it a great day. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Audience of one, we're ready.